I don't know if I can necessarily call him a top 10 quarterback, because I just think that there's quarterbacks that consistently play at a higher level than Sam Darnold. If you ask me, that's just the way I think about it. So the conversation is going to be, this offseason, it's going to be, is Sam Darnold elite? Is he not? He's not an elite quarterback. Is Sam Darnold a top 10 quarterback after winning the Super Bowl? Some people are going to ask, is he a top 5 quarterback after winning the Super Bowl? And I personally do not believe that that's the case. I don't believe that Sam Darnold is a top 10 quarterback even after winning the Super Bowl, because I can name 10 quarterbacks that, I'm sorry, I just don't think he's better than. He's not better than Josh Allen. He's not better than Patrick Mahomes. He's not better than Lamar Jackson. He's not better than Justin Herbert. He's not better than Joe Burrow. He's not better than Dak Prescott. He's not better than Matthew Stafford. He's not better than Drake May. Right there, that's 8 names off the top of my head that I came up with that I don't think that he's a better quarterback than those guys. And I could probably, if I were to make a list right here, right now, like, I don't think he's better than Jordan Love. I mean, maybe you would put him at the 10th spot, but I really think if I went through this whole thing, I could find a better quarterback than him. I would even, to be 100% honest with you, I would even take Brock Purdy over Sam Darnold. And the reason why I would take Brock Purdy over Sam Darnold is because I've seen Brock Purdy elevate the team that he plays for. I have not seen that from Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold plays very well with talented rosters. He is a complement to the roster. He is not a guy that's going to elevate the team that he's on. That's just not his level of play. And to go back to the top 10 quarterback talk, like, I get it. He did not play well this year. I would take Jaden Daniels over him as well, because I think that he's been able to elevate the talent around him. And when I look at Sam Darnold, are you a guy that elevates the talent around you, or are you a guy that needs talent around you to win games? Sam Darnold had a big time problem with consistency this year. And that, to me, like, we talked about it with Jalen Hurts last year. Jalen Hurts was a guy that did not play well last year. Let's just be 100% honest when we talk about this. He did not play well last year, but he played well in the biggest spots. He played well in the NFC Championship game. He played well in the Super Bowl. But there were people that just took those 2 games and said, we're going to completely forget about the rest of the season, where he was flat out mediocre. He was mediocre at best, with the talent that he had around him. People ignored the 17 games that he played before the Super Bowl and just looked at the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship game and said, yep, he's an elite quarterback. He's a top 5 quarterback, future Hall of Fame quarterback. But then when you watch the guy play, you say to yourself, is he even good at the sport? Like, you say those things to yourself because you look at the fact that he was taking sacks, like a lot of unnecessary sacks, holding on to the ball for too long, not pushing the ball down the field the way that he needs to, not doing the things that you want the quarterback to do when it comes to the passing game. You looked at those things and you asked yourself, how good is this guy actually? But then he played really well in the NFC Championship game in the Super Bowl, and then people started to say, oh, this guy is an elite top 10 or top 5 quarterback. Was never the case. And we saw when you didn't have a super team around him this year that he did not look good. And they were first round exits because they asked him to elevate the team and he couldn't do that. So that's where I come from. Same thing with Sam Darnold. Do I think Sam Darnold, if he had a mediocre roster, could make them a good roster? No. I think if Sam Darnold is on a mediocre team, they are a mediocre team. The quarterback is not raising the level of play. People can say what they want about Dak Prescott. The fact that the Cowboys this year were, I think, bottom 5 in NFL history when it came to DVOA, and they still found a way to win 7 games. And to be honest with you, if they took that last game seriously against the New York Giants, they probably would have won that game, and they would have been an 8-win team with a defense that ranked bottom 5 in DVOA. He elevates his team. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, these guys elevate their team. And I get it, like, 3 of the 4 guys that I talked about, Justin Herbert, by the way, like, I'm buying every bit of stock on Justin Herbert this offseason because people are going to be selling so low on him. And I'm just going to be like, Are you guys crazy? The Chargers offense is so bad, and he made them look pretty decent. And they won a lot of games because of Justin Herbert, because of the way he was able to make something out of nothing. Do I think Sam Darnold's that? No. I look at Sam Darnold the same way as I look at Jared Goff. I actually think I think they're like around the same rankings, to be honest with you. Like if I were to rank Sam Darnold amongst quarterbacks and say, okay, who does he compare best to? I would say Jared Goff. I think that Jared Goff is a more refined passer than Sam Darnold, so I give him the edge there. But I think that Sam Darnold does a little more when the play breaks down. Like Jared Goff, when he's getting pressured, is just not that good. Like he's kind of a statue back there. I don't think Sam Darnold is like that, but they're around the same level of quarterback play, right? Guys that you look at as saying, and they're probably like around that 10 range, but that's like the highest you would put them, somewhere around 10 to 13, because of the fact that they are as good as their surrounding pieces. Again, they're not guys that elevate their team. They're guys that if you give them really good situations, they're going to have really good results. If you give them mediocre situations, they're going to have mediocre results. And consistency to me is what I think keeps Sam Darnold out of the top 10 for me. And I like beginning of the season, I was a huge Sam Darnold fan, but some of the inconsistencies that I saw in his play make me kind of say, I don't know if I can necessarily call him a top 10 quarterback, because I just think that there's quarterbacks that consistently play at a higher level than Sam Darnold. If you ask me, that's just the way I think about it. So the conversation is going to be, this offseason, it's going to be, is Sam Darnold elite? Is he not? He's not an elite quarterback. Like he's not. I think to me, I'm going to say there's about like 5 elite quarterbacks. Like it's so difficult because I used to say there can only be like a certain amount of elite quarterbacks, but I think now you're looking at like, I think the elite quarterbacks in the NFL, you got Allen, Mahomes, Jackson, Burrow, Stafford, Dak, and Herbert. Like I'm cool with saying those 7 are elite quarterbacks. And again, I know people are going to bring up the playoffs. Like, come on, you put Sam Darnold on that Chargers team, they're not making the playoffs.